Hey, welcome back to Everything Homestead. I'm Terry. We're back here at Caboodle greenhouse, the build that seems to be going on forever and ever. I'm working on the roof rafters today. I got one cut already. You can see this is the angle that goes up against the ridge beam. This one comes down on the wall here. And so I'm going to go through, I have to cut 17 for each side. I'm going to start with the 17 on this short side first. And I found these rafter ties or rafter hangers online. It said they're for 2x6. They seem really short this way, so they'll work well for what they are, but I might sink a couple nails down in here to help keep the board from going like this at all. Not a problem, but this little clip is going to make it really quite a bit easier for me to get this in position. It'll kind of just sit there. I'll just tag this end in place, and then this end will sit up on the ridge. And I don't have a ladder that can reach that beam from the bottom. Down below there it's 15-16 feet up, but I only have a 16-foot ladder. Put the ladder at an angle, it doesn't reach. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to climb up on the end, shimmy across, try my best not to fall off, then tack these down as I go. I am going to cut these up to length, get the right angles, put these brackets on, all 17 of them. I'm going to do that off camera because it's going to be extremely boring to watch me doing that, even if I split up the camera for you. So I'm going to bring you back when it comes time to install these things up there. See you in a bit. Well, I just finished cutting all the rafters and applying the hangers, as you can see, like this, on 17 of them. I just basically made one, use it as a template, down the line, and I'm all set. I'm running out of daylight, and my feet are freezing. Beautiful day overall, but standing on this frozen ground, it's hard to keep the feet warm. So I'm going to call it a day, wrap it up here, hopefully get back at it early in the morning and get this roof on. I'd like to get some of this roof at least partially done so I could throw a tarp over it to keep this thing from turning into the world's largest ice cube tray, with precipitation coming in the next couple days. So I'll catch you in the morning. Well, it's the next day. I planned on starting in the morning, but everything happens in life, and it's about noon right now, but I'm getting at it. I'm going to throw up these rafters. I'm going to attach them to the bottom first, and I'm going to crawl up on that beam and try not to fall off and attach it from that end and go from there. Well, change of plan. As you saw, I got up there for the first couple of boards on the ridge beam to fasten them down, and I discovered that I probably shouldn't be up there. I just recently had some inner ear problems, which affects my balance. Pretty much recovered from that, but there's just a little bit of me that just wonders if my balance is 100% where it should be. And I don't have a ladder to get up tall enough to get up to that peak. So I'm going to make do with what I have or with what I don't have. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the fascia board up first, or next. Then I'm going to throw up some of the roof sheathing, and that'll be fastened down for the first 4 feet, and then I can at least shimmy up on that roof sheeting to attach the next piece onto the ridge beam, and it should be nice and secure and safe. And for those of you that don't remember, the reason why I'm not just wussing out on a little 4-foot drop if I would fall off, it's not just that, it's a lot deeper on the other side, and I just don't want to risk it. So away we go with plan B. Alright, as you can see, I got this first 4x8 sheet on the roof section here just to get it started. This is a product that I've never used before, but it looks pretty neat. I've seen it used on these newer constructions as I drive around certain communities, but this is the Georgia Pacific. As you can see, force field. It's got the weather barrier stuff already attached to each piece, so no more the having to apply that after the fact. And I'm going to use this same product for the sidewalls as well. And the whole concept with this system is that they give you some tape to tape the seams, which I will do after I get all the rest of them on. And it's going to get dark here pretty soon, so I'm going to stop videotaping. I'll continue on doing what I'm doing here. There's some snow moving in, so I'm going to try to go as far as I can. I might have to get out the spotlights to see what I'm doing as the sun goes down, but I'm going to go as far as I can and maybe throw a tarp on over this thing to keep the snow off. Alright, catch you later. Okay, a little bit of an update, and we'll continue on from where I'm at now. But when I left you last, I was working on putting the sheathing on the roof on this side of the greenhouse. I have the first row all the way down, and I need to buy some more material to get it up to the peak, which I will do at a later time. I just wanted to at least get this much down to help make it a little bit more solid so it doesn't rock and roll until I get back to finishing things. But so I'm going to put a few supports on the other side now, and once I get that in place, I'm probably just going to throw a tarp on this thing and have to leave it till spring, because I can only go so far when it gets cold like this. So let me get you turned around here and I'll show you what I got going here. So I have my spots marked here on the board here, and then up on top I have it marked as well, and I put a bracket up there. I'm just going to put one every 8 feet temporarily, and I hope with the tarp and with the steepness of this slope that the snow won't accumulate as bad. Hopefully it'll just fall off, run off. If it caves in the tarp, I'll have to come back and put a few more supports in, but this is just temporary because I have to leave this side open because I have to fill in this greenhouse with 4 feet of fill, which is right here frozen. So let me get you set up here. I'll show you what I've got. Actually, I've got these rafter ties here that I'm going to use on this side. They sit like this, they screw in place, and you can see on both sides there. I'm going to fill every hole with a screw, and that's going to hold this end of the rafter. I looked high and low for some type of rafter tie because I wanted this to be a strong tie. With as steep as this slope is on this roof, I want it to be really secure in this end, so I think these will work really well. So I'm going to work on that, put these on first. I'm just going to do 3 of them, just temporarily to start with, and I'll set you up and you can watch me go through that. Well, now you might be in for a treat. You're going to see me try to put a tarp over this thing all by myself. This could be funny. Luckily, there's not much wind. Here we go. Oh my goodness. You need 2 people to do this job. Let me tell you, that was just embarrassing. Got out of breath doing this. Just putting a tarp over this thing. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm going to come back in a little bit and I'll stake this down a lot better so the wind won't take it away. But that's, for me, that's a massive tarp. It's a 30 foot by 50 foot tarp. It wasn't heavy. I was catching on and everything. Couldn't get a hold of it. Couldn't reach what I needed to reach. But it's kind of a bummer because this means it's the end of this project until spring when things thaw out. Got other projects I gotta get done this winter. This is the end of this part for this part of the season. Please check the other videos of how we got to this point. Like and subscribe. And keep an eye out for the resuming video for this project. I can't wait to get it done. Catch you later.